So I want to say welcome to our Northampton Community Television audience. This is Rick Haggerty with Kickin' for Peace, Culture, and Education. As you might know by now, I air each Sunday morning from 8 to 10 a.m., and I replay Tuesday nights at 11 p.m., and that runs until 1 a.m. And we're so happy to have our collaboration with Northampton Community Television. What a great collaboration. And also, I want to say that we've got guests here this morning. We have Zoe Lemos, Matthew King, and Scarlet, and they are promoting this great benefit concert. There's a concert November 9th from 2 to 4 p.m., and that's happening at PVPA. This is to promote a cultural poetry songwriting exchange, and that's a trip to Puerto Rico. So you can check that out on Facebook, either by going to Zoe Lemos, Lemos, or elsewhere. We'll let you know where else. You can contact Pioneer Valley Performing Arts Charter Public School in regard to this. So, and Matthew King is here to talk about the program itself. And good morning, Matthew. How are you?
Doing good, Rick. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, it's so great to have you back. You've been a past guest of my show.
Yep.
Recognize you right when you walked in the door. Well, PVPA is a great school, great organization, so much talent there, present company included. And why don't you tell us about MAPS?
Wonderful. Yeah, well, the MAPS program, MAPS stands for Music and Poetry Synchronized. It was started about 15 years ago by a brilliant local musician and educator, Tom Willits. And he basically had this vision of, because working at PVPA, there's so much talent in terms of the musicianship there. It was a partnership, sort of a cultural exchange, initially with a school in Harlem, where they would write poetry about their lives, the pains, the sorrows, the joys of their lives, give us those poems, and we would take it and present those poems to our students. They would turn them into these original songs, and then we would bring the two groups together for this really amazing kind of show and cultural exchange where they would read their poems, we would play their poems back to them in song form, and it would be really, it's always really just something very special. I've been helping to teach that for the last 10 years or so. Fantastic.
Wow. So how did the idea of going to Puerto Rico come into it? I mean, culturally, it's a great connection in itself, but...
I've been going to Puerto Rico for every year for maybe the last 4 years or so, making connections down there. And when Tom heard of sort of my sojourns down there, he said, we've got somebody on our board who's got connections down there. One thing led to another, and we were able to link up with a bilingual school down there out in Añasco, which is on the western part of the island, and they are over the moon delighted to write some poems for us and to sort of build bridges culturally, artistically, activist-wise with us around this. And they're especially interested in sharing with us the sort of post-hurricane, reality and the ongoing sort of economic troubles and all of this stuff. So their poetry really reflects a lot of that, as well as just their own sort of deep cultural understanding of themselves. And so we're really we're looking forward to this. So I went down to the island last year and met with the people who run the school there, and we've just sort of been building this idea ever since.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful thing, especially given what's gone on there.
Yeah.
How did it look when you were there? I mean, was it pretty decimated or yeah?
Yeah, the last year when I was there, and this was almost a full year after Maria hit, there were still, many homes with blue tarps on the roofs. There were still a lot of, rubble and general destruction. But at the same time, what I saw was a vibrancy in the community, and especially among young people, really wanting to help rebuild. I feel like the people of the island see that there's an opportunity there to really, out of the ashes, something new and beautiful will rise, and we're going to have a hand in really consciously creating what that's going to be.
Well, good for you guys. I mean, it's great for PVPA, great for the students.
I think it's going to be very exciting for the students to go down there. Many of whom have family in the island that they've not met before. Some of whom have never left Massachusetts before. So it's going to be quite a treat bringing down this group of folks.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
I love the mission of PVPA, and great things like this. I've heard, I know of other trips.
Yep.
My oldest son, as I mentioned, was involved in trips while he was there as well. So let's see. So let's just talk about the show. We've got Zoki Band is participating, and Scarlet in all caps, and June Millington.
That's right.
Right? So you guys and June Millington, and the concert again is November 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. And this great MAPS collaboration. How did, was there a competition to get, to actually get on the performance on the stage for this? Or how did that work out?
I don't know. I just put out the call to folks in the school, old MAPS alumni, and just friends of mine in the community. Zoe and Scarlet really stepped up, and they are some of the students at PVPA that have the most active sort of band life.
Yeah.
And so they're out, playing gigs and really honing their craft. And I feel like it is a fantastic opportunity to bring what they're doing outside of the school into the school. And then, of course, to have June jump on board is just fantastic. She's, of course, a living legend in the area and just has given so much to this community.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to bring her in. I know that Zoe has worked with June in the past at IMA out in Goshen, and so it's nice to kind of tie that bridge together.
Outstanding. And I want to remind folks, this is WXOJ 103.3 FM Northampton, Valley Free Radio, streaming online at valleyfreeradio.org. And Matthew, thank you for adjusting our clock as we've fallen back.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, right. I did every one in my house, and why couldn't I do the one in the studio? But hey, it takes. We got to reach out for help when we need it. Okay, so Zoe, you've got a song, and is that "Stand Up"? Is that what you were?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you kind of warm up a little? I'm going to go adjust the camera, so I'll let you know when it's good to go with the... do a little strumming. We'll make sure everything's sounding good. And bring your mic down there. You keep practicing, and I'll go get the camera, okay?
Okay, this is stand up. Five, do you want me to go? Five for something today, forget it tomorrow. Trends are being said only to forget. Forget it today, remember tomorrow. Women running at your bodies, and I can't live like this. And you surely can't live like this. 'Cause we're gonna stand up, we're gonna reach up high. We'll be alright, it's side by side. We're gonna heal our fright, we're gonna be so bright. We'll be alright, it's side by side. Find for something today, ain't getting away. But the future's looking good, just like it should. Forget it today and procrastinate. Band-aids and bullet holes are the only sight. And I can't live like this. surely can't live like this, 'cause we're gonna stand up, we're gonna reach up high, we'll be alright. It's side by side, we're gonna heal our fright, we're gonna be so bright, we'll be alright. It's side by side, and we're gonna stand up, we'll be alright. It's side by side, we'll be alright.
All right. Thank you so much. That was really wonderful. Yeah, that was really great. Say, I noticed Mitch Shakur is one of your
Yeah.
friends on Facebook. I love his. I love that photo of him. It was like his wedding photo or something. He and Andrea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like it's fantastic. I met them. Ran into them recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Such great people.
Oh,
Just
my God, yeah.
The heart and soul, just in that whole family is just outstanding.
Yeah. They left he left. Mitch left the year that my son Phil graduated.
Right, that's right.
And I just my son's wake took place recently out in the Boston area, and I met them both, and it was so great to see them. And I'll never forget. Those PVPA graduations are so amazing, you know. It's
Yep.
like it's a party, it's a performance. It's really
That's right. It really captures the spirit of what the school, the best of what the school is about.
Absolutely. All right, so looks like we're going to go over to Scarlet. All right, so Scarlet, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, let me just get you on the mic there. Yeah, so you're doing well?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing great. Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Working a lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can tool around a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing with the camera so we can get you on there.
All right, cool.
All right. So let's go back. Yeah, I'll just leave it right there, and yeah, be right back.
Can they hear me right now?
Yeah, I'll make sure you're good. Don't worry.
What's poppin' Northampton? Oh, there I am. Okay.
All right, go for it.
I fell deep in your eyes, but you're not mine. And I swear it came alive, but you're not mine. Well, I swam through the oceans of deep end emotions. I've granted you all you could see, and I stay undercover with my incarcerated lover, but you brought out the best in me. Well, I fell for your lies, you still weren't mine. It still hurts time to time that you're not mine. How am I supposed to ever leave someone like you when crying, screaming pain is all that I
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I bet that was quite the open mic that when you perform over there. Yeah. So fantastic. So what? Tell me about your inspiration, Scarlet. Could you talk about that a little bit?
My inspiration musically, lyrically?
Yeah. Well, you pick.
Well, growing up, actually, my grandpa had me listening to a lot of punk rock music. So
Nice.
I write like storytelling type songs. This actually isn't really one of them.
Yeah.
But most of my songs, I try to tell as much as a story as I can because that's
Cool.
kind of the lyrics I was raised around. And the vocals, I started focusing a lot on vocals maybe like 5 years ago. And that's when I was getting into like musical theater for a very brief period of time. I'm gonna let y'all know I am not into musical theater like that no more. You will not catch me trying to go out for Broadway. None of that. No, ma'am. But I started looking up to like Michael Jackson and them. So then I wanted to be like all that on stage. So it's a lot of different inspirations actually. So I guess I'm like a giant mix of like every genre ever. But haven't mastered it yet.
Hey, you're what grade are you in?
I'm 11th grade now.
Oh, yeah,
Just
wow.
turned 16 2 weeks ago.
There's time. Now, do you recall what punk rock bands? that you-
Rancid.
Nice. Let's see if I can get some of that up later on.
Nice.
You're
All right.
speaking his language.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of punk rock over the years. That's for sure.
So that's great. Like,
Yeah. My older son and his friends, graduates of PVPA, actually have a punk rock band up in Boston.
Oh, cool. What are they called?
Somos. As in we are. Somos.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
You have to check them out. Yeah, Prison on a Hill. I've been playing some of their music earlier in the show. That's their latest CD. So, do you have another song? Because we have time for that.
I do.
And what's the name of that song?
Shoot, let me pick. Heaven, yeah.
Heaven. Okay. And now, is this an original of
This
yours?
is an original, yes.
All right.
A little background to the song.
Go for
I
it,
really
yeah.
do love to share the backgrounds of my songs.
Yes.
So I've been recently trying to break out into the entertainment industry, which is not easy at all. So this song is like, I ran into a few people that weren't there to benefit me, but luckily now I know people who are there to benefit me. Like my mentor Bill, great guy. I love Bill. That's the dude
Nice.
right there.
Nice.
But heaven is about the not so nice people that you meet that like try to take advantage of you. So like I hope people can relate to this. Maybe not. I'm still trying to work on my storytelling. So.
Grab your coffee over there. Okay. Hold on for just a sec. I'm going to see if I can get this a little closer.
By any chance, is there like a tissue here?
Oh, I was looking for one too.
Clorox wipes behind you.
Bet.
Here, wait, I've got one right here. I just happen to have one.
Oh,
Here you go.
tissue. Thank you.
Ask.
I got
All
this
right,
one.
okay, good.
Yeah, sorry. I got allergies.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Allergies. It's the
Many
season.
do. So I'm gonna hold this mic. This will be your vocals,
Okay.
and your keyboard. We can just go down like that. Okay,
All right, cool. Thanks.
go for it. Sure.
And by the way, we mastered this song yesterday, so it will be coming out soon. I woke up today, I'm not proud to say there's a slit in my throat now. I woke up today, I'm not proud of that. I woke up today, but I'm blind to see if you're killing me, burning me, take me out. I woke up today, I'm not proud of that. 'Cause it ain't heaven till you give me heaven and they take your whole life away. 'Cause it ain't heaven till you
what you heard, but you like what you hear. If you had a doubt, then let it clear. They'll never have my mind and soul. So go, 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 because it ain't heaven till you give me heaven, and it takes your whole life away. 'Cause it ain't heaven till you give me heaven, and they loved it 'cause they made it, and my God, they had to take it. Falling through the traps, leaving memories black, pictures turning black, no surroundings help, I'm drowning, falling through the cracks, gross submissive acts, stars were made to last, we're talking and shouting, I don't doubt it at all, doubt it at all, oh, no, yeah. Habits fall away, devils come to stay, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was outstanding. Thank you so much. You wrote that?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is really cool.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff. So let me rest my arm for a second here. Just to remind folks, I'm here with Zoe Lemos, Scarlet, and Matthew King, and we're talking about the wonderful concert, benefit concert that's coming up November 9th from 2 to 4 p.m. at Pioneer Valley Performing Arts Charter High School. Is it 15 Mulligan Drive?
15 Mulligan Drive
Yeah.
in South Hadley.
Yeah,
Yep.
15 Mulligan Drive in South Hadley. And this is a cultural poetry songwriting exchange. So 15 PVPA students will be traveling to Puerto Rico. So this is so exciting. And so, Matthew, how can they find out more about,
Certainly to find out more about the MAPS program,
Yeah, sure.
they can go online. We've got a, I think it's mapsmusic.org maybe is the website. If you just look up MAPS Music, that should come up. And for those of you that, like what you heard today in terms of both Zoe and Scarlet, both of them will be performing with full bands on that day as well. So it's going to be a larger-than-life celebration of the excellence that you witnessed today.
Backstreet Boys.
Kind of like the Backstreet Boys, but better. And if you can't make it but are interested in supporting the MAPS trip, there is a GoFundMe page. If you just look up and Google GoFundMe MAPS Puerto Rico, that should be the first thing that comes up there. I know GoFundMe.com/F/PVPA. Maybe my little thing is getting cut off here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, PVPA-MAPS-Puerto-Rico. So if you just look up the GoFundMe page, that would be a great way to help contribute. We are trying to raise money so that we can all go in January.
Outstanding. So, I see it. I started off with mapsmusic.org.
There we go.
So that's right there. Yeah, and a lot of great stuff there. Wow. Yeah. How long have you been involved with MAPS?
I've been involved loosely for about 7 years or so. The program is about 14 years old at PVPA, and it's been between PVPA and a group in New York City. This is the first year we're branching out in two different directions. The MAPS organization is a not-for-profit based out of Northampton, and we're doing this exchange between PVPA and this school in Puerto Rico, as well as a new program between Vermont and Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. So we're trying to expand the program.
Yeah. So that's, I see that is a 2-week independent study program in January.
That's right.
Right.
So we're going to be in January.
Yep.
We're going to be writing the songs in 2 weeks intensively from 8:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon, just nonstop, taking these poems, turning them into songs. And then for the third week after that is the week that we hope to be down in Puerto Rico.
Outstanding. Wonderful. That's great. It's so great to hear about this. Say, I do have a little bit of time left. Do you want to close us out with, do you have another song in mind that we can,
Yeah.
all right, what would that song be?
Let me think again.
Yeah, take your time.
There's that one. I'll save that one. Okay, I'll do an unnamed song. Can I do that one?
Yes, absolutely. All right, this is Scarlet. Going to close us out. Thank you all for coming in this morning. So excited to have you all here.
Thank
Zoe,
you.
yeah? Okay.
This
And
one's
Matthew.
all about repping my anxious people. Like, I got you. All right.
All right.
So you got back to heaven. Tell me how high you reached. You changed your hair, but you still feel the same beneath. Though you ain't got very far, you'll still be a star to me. All this potential wasted on something deep. Sometime next year you'll be adored by the world. And so you're gonna be the same nervous girl till you can let go, till you can breathe. I know you often say it. Reality don't need to sink in. It's Tell me, oh no, tell me where your loyalty lies. Tell me who you're getting used to. Tell me who the people that cry. Tell me who you're getting used to. All these little things that I think it in my sleep. I know you often say it. Reality don't need to fit in. It's stuck. So you watch from above, so tell me how do you keep that reputation so squeaky clean and neat? Though I don't look all the parts, I still feel my heart beneath. All of this passion wasted on something deep. I've gotten so used to hiding my face that socializing just a change in pace. So I can't let go, so I can't breathe. I know I often say it. Reality don't need to sink in. It's tell me where your loyalty lies. Tell me who you're getting used to. Tell me when I'm gonna get the prize. Tell me who I gotta lose to. All these little people that run it through my mind, I can hear them saying, reality don't need to fix it. It's done.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, that was great. Any last statements from you guys? How would you like to
Come see the show.
wrap it up? Come to the show.
Yeah, just come to the show. Thank you so much for having us on. This is a great Valley institution, this radio station, this radio show. Thank you for all you do. And
Thank you,
thanks for
Matthew.
helping just promote all this great local talent and politics in the world.
Sure thing, man.
Yeah.
My pleasure, Matthew and Scarlet and Zoe. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, yeah, great pleasure. All right, guys. So I'm just going to set this mic down and just tell folks real quickly at Northampton Community Television, thank you so much for tuning in to Kickin' It for Peace, Culture, and Education here at Valley Free Radio. It's a great pleasure to have our NCTV viewers here in our studio. Thank you again to Al Williams, the director at NCTV, and Dave Nealand, and all the folks that help engineer this and get us on the air there. We're very, very grateful. So we're going to close out with